Good evening, everybody. My name is Yulia Stadnichuk. I'm the official spokesperson for the International Public Movement's Politics 2.0. Today is our regular English language review of our activities, of our movement in the situation here in Russia. So, first of all, a couple of words about the situation in Russia. We are getting more and more information about the consequences of the vaccination here. In fact, we know what we get is the information about other vaccines, not about Sputnik. Though there is some information about Sputnik appearing, even the information that the people vaccinated with this Sputnik vaccine became like carriers of new stamp of viruses, and that was published quite officially. And so the discussion kind of arises at one hand, but at the other hand, we are still facing a very strict official position from those executive authorities of Russia who are in charge of this fighting the disease, and they are kind of making people more and more go and vaccinate because they are threatening us with fines, threatening us with some kind of consequences of being not vaccinated. They are trying to make us guilty of people going in lockdown and all other things. But at the same time, we have the discussion which, kind of makes the situation not logical, because it's quite obviously known that on the one hand the vaccine doesn't stop the spread of the virus, it doesn't help to protect your health, because this kind of their promises, it lessens the possibility of you getting the disease, of getting it or being severely injured or something like this. It doesn't sound like a promise. How can you compare? You cannot compare whether it's bad or it's worse or best or better for you, because you just don't know. But still the discussion is here, and still they are trying to roll out this vaccination campaign all over the country, and trying to make people in charge, or they are trying to make us feel guilty, not us, but those who are getting the vaccine, because they are saying that there are around 80% of those who claim to be vaccinated. Around 80% of them have purchased their vaccination certificate, and this is illegal, and that's why we still have this fourth wave of COVID. Now, which is definitely not true, because a lot of people try to purchase the certificate without being vaccinated, but not 80%, far from it. So we still have this information campaign, and it's really strange to see, because this discussion arises. And let me continue with some more information about the United Nations, because we are studying the opportunities we have, how to apply to those Human Rights Protection Committee of the United Nations, and what ways we have. And we have found quite a lot of ways how to appeal to the United Nations, and to their specially created committees, and specially appointed speakers on some specific problems. And one of the problems, one of these mandates that they have, they call this mandate. Some speaker has a mandate to cover some specific area. So one of the mandates has to do with human rights protectors. And there is a declaration on human rights protectors, and the rights they have and the support they are supposed to get. And that's exactly what has to do with our activity in Politics 2.0, because getting people aware of their constitutional and political rights, trying to make people execute their rights to the utmost, helping people to realize where the rights are violated, making the information public about how to appeal to an official body, how to protect your rights in court. That's exactly what we do, and that's exactly what human rights protection activity means according to the declaration. And one more important thing that has to do with our activity is that the media and all who have to do with freedom of speech and freedom of information are supposed to help the human rights protectors and supposed to inform the people about their activity and give them kind of place to speak. And that's the problem that we are facing. We've spoken about it quite a lot of times, that we are facing kinds of silent conspiracy from the media, because they would cover any kind of activity of any officially known politician in Russia, but did not cover activities of Politics 2.0, despite of the fact that we have some really outstanding things happening, like illegal arrests or being taken to mental hospital for examination, despite of the fact that we are speaking to people, we are telling people about how to apply to official bodies, how to protect their rights, how to execute their rights. And our aim, the aim of our movement, is actually to create such a regime, such an official, such a political situation in our country, and actually in every country of the world, where people can really execute their authority, can have their rights protected to the utmost, like to have all the ways where they can execute their freedoms and rights. That's exactly what our aim is, and that's exactly what the Declaration of on Human Rights Protectors has to do with. So that opens kind of a way for us to not only to apply on some specific cases that we have to apply to the United Nations, but also to seek support for our activity, and seek support especially for our attempts to get coverage from the media. And especially, we do not mean Russian media, because we don't expect anything good from them, though they are supposed to do something. But mostly we mean those, freedom of speech protectors like international media, BBC, CNN, and the others. They are supposed to do this, first of all. And that's what we are going to be working with, and that's what we are going to be applying to the United Nations about. So please stay in touch with us, and if you have any questions and if you want to know more what to do in the current situation, please let us know, because we found out that there are people who totally agree with us on what is happening, who share our attitude and share our understanding of this COVID regime. And we believe that it's time for us to unite our effort and at least to kind of coordinate our activities. Doesn't mean that we have to create some kind of organization. No, but we have to coordinate, we have to help each other understand things and share our experience. So please let us know if you have any questions, or if you do something in your country, and we'll be ready to share our experience and to get to know what you are doing. So thank you so much for your attention. I'll be right now switching back to Russian, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write them during our stream in the chat box. Thank you.